winning time and time again this season.
Even just the upper bracket, I think Fear on the panel did mention it toward the end there. These guys don't lose once they start getting on their winning streak in that winner bracket. So let's see. It's going to be quite a test here for Liquid, and let's see if they can get off early and start that advantage, because I think that's exactly what this lineup overall is looking for. Get a lead, push that lead, try to shut down Gaimin Gladiators, take over the map a little bit. So see if they get this first blood. They're actually looking for potential sneaky catch here.
So if they catch them by surprise up from the high ground.
Gaimin looks very prepared.
Boxy's got the 2 blood grenades ready to go. Indeed, with this position they're holding around the trees, super hard for Liquid to get to. The smoke dispels and Boxy knows they're up there. And with that in mind, Liquid unable to make the approach that they would hope for. Gaimin Gladiators, they knew it was coming.
Liquid already putting down some, I mean, that ward might actually just get countered pretty much immediately.
That's already been pinged,
right under Gaming's vision. Tofu.
That should be fine here. I mean,
got.
It's a good angle with that flame break.
And a tanky.
Doesn't want to dive the tower though at this point. Mickey far too risky. So just a bit of poke damage and Tofu. Perfectly fine. So they don't get Tofu, and they will indeed lose, almost certainly lose that Observer ward.
Definitely going to lose that ward.
They pinged it out. They knew what was going on. In terms of the bounties, we'll just end up splitting the 2 for 2. So yeah, let's see how some of these lanes go down. As you said, you would imagine Jug and Lich should be pretty solid top. Maybe down bottom, Dracchi on the TV feels a bit of pressure. And then the mid matchup, oh yeah, well, we'll see who was sort of correct with the way they drafted it out, because clearly both teams very happy to have these 2 heroes go head to head.
Nisha missing a last hit there, a free one. Can't be doing that. Well, as we've seen in the past, it's been Timber dominant. Especially when Quinn has been playing it versus these Ember Spirits, he's phenomenal, just taking advantage of it. And that's where there could be difficulties, even if these lanes and stuff like that, you know, if Liquid does come ahead, that's where Quinn can just break that, right? Because he can make moves to these lanes, to that Brood's lane in particular, and just protect the tower just to make sure that the Terrorblade Daracho is able to get that farm in jungle early. This Disruptor pick is cool. I like the point that Brian made quite a bit on panel 2. I was looking at quite a bit of history of when they do pick it. Gaming does not pick this hero that often for Celery, but when they are playing versus these heroes that can sneak up the pathing in particular, versus this Brood, versus the Bat, that's when they do like to have it.
Didn't see that coming.
So it's cool, because then they rounded it together, right? They made the Disruptor look even better when they throw in the Darks, the potential of the vacuum combos.
Absolutely, yeah. Great team fight provided just between the 2 of them, and also just great chase and catch. So if the fight starts to go the way of Gaimin Gladiators, they can easily combo it into further. Very hard for Liquid to escape from a bad engagement.
Yeah, and maybe this top lane isn't going to be as easy as expected for Mickey, because he does have a Lich who's a very, very strong hero, but Techies really is just that threatening. And I do see that Sania, he actually took the Frost Shield immediately at level 2.
Bottom, Boxy, he's got it. It's going to be first blood for Daracho down here. Good catch from Celery with the kinetic field, and there's enough time for the 2 of them to right-click him out of the game.
With the Daracho Terrorblade, one of the few Terrorblades I think in this tournament that is having just still the same success that it usually does. I think most people are talking about how it's been struggling more than they expected. Quinn getting kept low. Liquid with Boxy's death is actually going to take away the Water Rune from Quinn. But Quinn is actually going to be put a little bit low on HP here for the next few moments. And yeah, definitely seeing. I'm seeing Mickey just he's getting poked. The power of the techies, the poke.
Yeah,
it's commencing.
See down bottom again. Zai attempting to get to Daracho, but Daracho's fine. Very hard for kind of Zai to sort of threaten Daracho on his own. It's going to take a few levels to come out from Boxy before they have like that magical damage that may be able to pressure and threaten the Terrorblade even when he's under his tower.
Boxy's actually just going to start pulling waves. Maybe he blocks this small camp too. I feel like just having the small camp available for Celery to reset lane position never feels good for Zai.
Yeah, it's going to get blocked.
He's going to get the block. Nice.
Mid lane. My goodness, they're lifting the edge! And Nisha underestimated the damage that Quinn would be able to do to him, and the amount of damage Quinn would be able to survive through. That is it's an unfortunate death there for Nisha on the mid.
I mean, and Quinn's going to hold the range creep there. Now that's the ring of health. And that was actually with the TP coming in, where they stole the water room away from him. That was him without any extra little refill. He just stands toe-to-toe versus Nisha. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I mean...
That's not a person you want to give the kill to.
No, he pushed for the risk to try and get that kill in the 1v1, but now that he didn't get it, it means that he's never going to have that opportunity again. No. Yeah, Ring of Health out, 2 points in the reactive armor. Quinn, he's never dying in this matchup.
Nope.
Nisha missed the opportunity.
And top is free farming. You know, Ace, he is getting that really, really solid farm with Tofu just harassing behind him. Not able to get any type of slowdown onto this. The Jug is farming nicely. But I've seen what Ace is able to do when he gets off to a good start as his Darkseer.
Yeah.
He occupies so much. He actually just plays farming. He gets Vanguard. He takes over like the top part of the map, not the actual like creeps. He'll pull some creeps into all these neutral camps because there's so much for Darkseer to farm once you get an advantage like that.
Gonna try and make a bit of a go, but every time Surge is there, very hard for Lich and Jug to get away with the successful moves. And now Mickey.
I'm surprised Insania put this point in this Frost Shield. That could be real.
He just doesn't do anything in this lane for him.
It's all magic damage. Yeah, if you catch them like really off guard and there's no surge and stuff, you can get that spin down with the slow. But most of the time that I've seen from these Liches versus like the techies in particular, they hold the point or they get the gaze. So see if that pays off for Insania. Right now they're just getting freely harassed. Healing Ward is doing wonders, but have to be careful with that versus the techies too.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, at the least, Liquid, as long as they're able to hold the wave around their tier 1 tower and stay close to that, they shouldn't die in this top lane.
But that means you're not getting kills on Ace.
Yeah, you're not pressuring this Darkseer.
Darkseer is one of those heroes where it can be a little bit like feast or famine. You could just... Sometimes you just don't get off to a start at all and you're just dying a bunch of times and it takes you some time to recover. This doesn't feel like it's going to be that for Ace at all this game. He's going to have those auras really early. Insania making the move.
Let's see if they can get the kill onto Duraccio. They can. They get the Flame Break knocked back into the Firefly. They'll be able to take him down. So put some pressure on.
So that's the benefit, I guess, of the Frost Shield too. If he does want to make some rotations to the bottom, diving. So, okay. I'm cool with that if he makes those type of moves on Insania.
Of course, any moment spent away from that top lane does, just continue to mean that Ace is going to have the freest time ever.
We're from Darkseer with the lineup that... Oh, Nisha might just be dead.
Level 6 has been hit by Quinn. He's in with the Chakram. Nisha will be able to keep his distance from Quinn. Still got to be a bit careful. I mean, Quinn's still got a bit of mana to play with, so both Insania and Nisha have to be cautious.
Power Rune's going to be coming up soon. Nisha's just going to try to run to base. Can the supports deny this rune away from Quinn here?
Top lane, it's not seeming a lot of fun for Mickey.
When he got the healing ward, immediately
able to snipe it. Now he's in with the jump. Mickey's gone. Mistakes made on the top lane. Mickey left on his own as Insania's sort of just trying to help everywhere else out. Goes down towards the bottom, comes over towards the mid. It's leaving Mickey on an island and an island of pain as he's dead. He's out of that top lane. As Ace continues to probably have a huge smile on his face with how well this early game.
He is absolutely free farming, Owen. That is a concern, this Jug. Oh, is he gonna... Oh, I mean, he's got Blade
Fury.
Okay.
He's gonna be...
But he's gonna lose his courier immediately, and they
can dive him off
force this and go for him.
He needs help.
Almost gotta come up. They're bringing 2 supports.
Yeah, they have to. They've got to bail Mickey out of this situation. He's not been having a fun time at all. They'll turn towards Ace. Ace is able to get the 3-man vacuum up, but he will die.
But Mickey...
They get Mickey.
Nice pull.
He's gonna have Glimpse in a second celery. He's got him with a Glimpse. That should do it. So they'll lose lives themselves here if Gaimin Gladiators 2 go down.
They get the chains.
They'll lose the third as Nisha swings across, chains to cancel the TP of Celery. They get the 3 of them, so Liquid as a whole will be happy. Mickey, maybe not so much, as he's dead yet again.
Oh, man. Don't want this Jug to get slowed down. This is a hero that you want to be able to have that good pace versus the Terrorblade. TB, I mean, Duraccio, yeah, he dies the once, but this hero, it farms much more naturally than a Jug who's struggling in laning phase.
I mean, to the point where overall you feel for Gaimin Gladiators losing the 3 heroes there to kill the Jug as soon as the Jug returns isn't actually that.
It doesn't feel that bad.
They're like, whatever, we just killed your Jug twice in a row.
No, I mean,
good luck recovering, Mickey.
At least they got kills, but I mean, Mickey now it's like, he's gonna have to just jungle a bit here. And Duraccio, he can actually come top and hit tower.
They can take this tower, I think, yeah.
And mid, Quinn, he's also gonna start pressuring this tower too. So Liquid getting pulled apart a little bit here. Zai, he is having the best time though, so he's gonna be able to apply some good pressure down bottom. And we'll see which route he does go with his build, since we've seen a lot of different variety.
Yeah, I mean, in a game that's kind of going like this when you know your carry's sort of struggling, is that more of an incentive to go for sort of the carry right-click brood build and build for yourself? Or does it mean that you should go the aura route so you can make sure your actual carry is able to have a presence in the team fights? You know, what's sort of the thought process as the offlane brood in this sort of game, do you think?
That's a good question. I think because he has the Ember Spirit, he might actually just go down the aura route.
Yeah.
So we'll have to say, though. I think it's for me. I'm having difficulty telling just in some of the games because it's like, oh, he should go, or he might go aura just because like they're struggling or they're playing versus an early game lineup, and then they just go triple core. So I mean, like Amar has been like one of the best examples, at least from that, just going for that constant scaling on his brood. Insania.
He's going to try and chase down Celery here. So Celery's got Duraccio by his side, Zai. He's not going to want to spend any time chasing Celery any further. Duraccio turns up. Also Tofu and Quinn. They're looking for the chase onto this. Insania and Zai, they've got to back off.
They've got the glimpse if they need it.
And I think Insania doesn't really stand much options of getting away from this one. He's just going to try and spend as much time as he can, making the 4 of them chase him, but he will indeed be going down. Another kill for Gaimin Gladiators.
I mean, that's four. That's quite a bit of
space.
chasing the lids. That's space.
And Mikkei's definitely going to appreciate that space.
Oh, yeah.
He's been able to push out the top wave, catch up a little bit on farm. You know, he's more than happy with Insania dying as deep as he did just then.
I love how much attention that Boxy's actually been putting on this top area versus the Darkseer. He's, in the beginning of the game when they smoked, they blocked this camp with a sentry right at the start, and now he's just been constantly walking over, keeping tabs of the Darkseer stacks and everything like that too. So definitely potential that Liquid wants to fight around that area if they do set up for it on the side of Gaimin Gladiators. Could see some early movements coming in there. 5-4. Pretty even start here between both, but the Jug getting slowed down definitely hurts a little bit here, but that space that they just got for Mikkei was pretty crucial for him to catch right back up.
He's getting to play this whole top half of the map without any interruption.
Waiting to see what Zai wants to queue it up. Treads is usually kind of indicative of Echo Saber, but
yeah. Does tend to be more like one in the mid, Nisha. He's cool. He's still got his remnant ready.
chopping super low.
Yeah, he was living on the edge there. I mean, Quinn, of course, will be able to easily hold this mid, hold this tier 1 tower. So super hard for Liquid to get away with any early push. Any time that Quinn turns up on his timber.
I mean, mostly it's just Zai going to be doing almost all that pushing in the early game. And yeah, Zai, he's committed the Ogre Club, so it's going to be scaling. So they're going for triple scaling items on the 3 cores at the least here. If there's auras that come out very early for Ace, that could pose to be some scare around the early team fights around these towers. Because if Ace just has some like Vanguard mech, and they're fighting with these triple scaling cores, they're going to need more time to be able to defend perhaps those towers if gaming does set up for them.
Yeah, and I feel it could be difficult as well for Zai to have impact right, even with this sort of Echo Saber build, because unless he's able to sort of find the supports in the back lines, the cores, they're not really going to care too much about getting clicked by a spider early on, right? TB, high armor, and this Timber Saw, Quinn's not going to care at all.
Yeah, Celery's the one who has to really worry about it the most.
Yeah,
the Disruptor is the squishy one, but Techies, he actually does, once he's got Taser, he's pretty good.
That's true
versus
as well.
That Broodmother in a way, so does have a way around it. A lot of stacks being formed. Tofu, I think he has like a quad stack around his hard camp right now down bottom, but also we see Liquid getting crazy stacks. I mean, all about getting that efficiency going now that the lanes have been broken and that they're fairly even. And there's that quad stack for Quinn.
Celery, it's the 6 now, so...
Quinn is tough for them to deal with at this point. Occult Bracelet, 1770 HP. Very tanky.
Yeah, they can't kill this team.
They'll have to commit literally everything onto him and they might not even get him.
They're going to go for the lasso on to Tofu, but Static Storm's the ready will stop them from being able to push in for this. Nisha turns, gets the Remnant out. They're on full retreat now.
I believe he dodged the glimpse there, I think, with a slight.
They're going to go for Boxy. Ace even dropping the wall to try and catch him with a slowdown. Quinn's going to be able to head forward with the Timber Chain. Firefly's gone. Boxy will try and deny it to the Ancients. Not going to do so. Quinn will get the kill, and Liquid, they'll get pushed back.
Surprised they are actually planning to try to hit the mid-tower. Their lineup without the Brute does not hit these buildings, so... Nisha will at least get away because he dodged the glimpse there, but has to be careful for the next time. Glimpse on Insania. Quinn.
It's going to be off the mark with the Chakram, but the blast off also going to fall short. Nisha is going to attempt to jump back in and take down Tofu. He'll get him with the second Remnant.
2 back-to-back spell misses there. Insania juking.
Gladiators they'll retreat out of that after losing Tofu.
I mean, Mikkei's probably like, great job, guys.
This Jug,
keep this up. I love it.
He is. Mikkei's going to be back on track for a solid Battle Fury timing.
He's pretty close. He's keeping neck and neck with that TB right now. Duracho. Does mean we have the Clash of Titans. This is building up to be a nice little mid-game here of these fights.
Yeah, both carries are going to hit their timings.
Yep.
For sure.
And let's see if the auras thrive over the scaling. Zai's actually going to go, okay, this is the other MR build that we saw. Maybe it's just BKB Hex, because I think that's what we saw do the other day, which that is a little bit of, it's not like Echo Saber. Yeah, I like this.
I think that's better. I think, as I said, with the Echo build, you're going to have this problem of not being able to threaten the cores. If you get BKB and Hex, then if you can get that Hex on a good timing, absolutely it's going to trip up heroes like Duracho, who's going to be relying on waiting till he's low to go for a Sunder. You come in hot with a Hex on the Broodmother at a solid time in the mid-game. It could make life difficult for Terrorblade.
Liquid have Blink. Boxy, Insania. I'm going to try to set up for something here. Again, there have to be... some of these cores are a bit too tanky for them to really deal with. Like Ace and Quinn in particular, they have to commit a lot. Ace doesn't actually have the mech just yet, so maybe they try for him. They'll go for the support first.
Try and get rid of Celery before he can get the Static Storm off. He'll still get it down, though. Celery out. He easily put the Static Storm. They get the Vacuum as well. They caught the 2 of them in. And Nisha, he's out. They'll get Insania as well. They try and go in celery, but
It's
they,
deep.
they couldn't catch him for long enough. The lasso didn't last and to a point where he was anywhere close to dying.
that was-
He very easily got the ult off on that one.
That was weird. To be honest with you, that was quite
I mean,
strange.
there's a couple of times there where they've tried to make these moves, going with the lasso last time onto Tofu under the tier 1, this time onto Celery. Neither of them have gone great. This one,
Yeah.
it went pretty terrible. They lose
And-
Nisha, and they're going to lose the tier 1 tower.
I mean, Boxy even flame break the blast off, so it would have been actually even worse if he actually connects on top of that one there. An over-aggressive move from Liquid. That's a blink reveal from Boxy that just gets Nisha killed, actually.
Yeah, it feels like a bit of unnecessary pressure from Liquid. I
Yeah.
feel like Mickey's going to be like, guys,
Chill,
calm
I'm
down.
farming.
I'm having a great time.
I've got stacks, yeah.
Good timing on the Battle Fury after top lane. Yeah, Liquid, I think,
Bottom.
getting a bit too aggressive.
Zai.
They're going to catch him. He's trapped in the kinetic field. He's going to try and low steal up a little bit, but there's not a chance. Zai.
This Quinn Timber is a problem. He is gigantic already, Owen. He's level 12.
Yeah.
Kaya's done. Shield Rune. They're just they're rolling. They're looking to just keep making these moves. Ace, he's got mech, so they've got these. They're very tanky versus the limited damage I would say that Liquid has in their draft.
I mean, I can't see Liquid going for that move again around this mid tower.
They have to wait for some more items.
They've tried
honestly.
a couple of times. It's not gone great.
No.
Realistically, it feels like they've got to wait for Mickey to get a second item, and then maybe they can go for with Mickey joining them with the healing ward, with the level 2 Omni Slash. Maybe they have a chance of pushing for it, but going for that move the same way they had the last few times, it's just a recipe for disaster.
It absolutely is, and they're actually maybe setting up for Nisha here, and he should be careful.
Nice away.
Get him. Definitely dangerous to do this versus a team like Gaming. A couple mistakes can just really spiral out of control here. Racho just getting absolute freedom when they do these type of plays too. I'm seeing Tofu. Tofu's actually just setting up mines even around the mid area just in case. They're like, if they're going to dive us like that, I might as well just set up some traps too.
See Quinn. Very close to having the Kaya Sand, yeah.
Shield rune as well.
Absolutely massive.
He really is a problem. And their damage on the draft of Liquid, it's going to take, like you said, like 1 or 2 more. Even some of these items are just committing everything to try to bring this man down. And
Yeah, they don't kill him.
no, and they're going to have the auras. Mech is done for Ace. He's going to go pipe. Definitely, I'm quite worried. Even though the gold lead is so cool, I'm worried when the fights do kick off. Are they going to be able to actually kill and bring down these tanky cores?
Are we going to see sort of Juggernaut Mickey turn up and be terrifying?
Yeah.
Or indeed, just be tickling?
They might be able to find Doraccio. He's actually lingering in the top side here. Oh my goodness. Foxy.
They've got eyes on him.
Hello.
CTP's coming in, trying to burn him low. They've got the lasso. Static Storm's there though.
He's
Dragner's
alive.
able to turn with the Sunder. Another attempt to move around these tier 1s that's just not going the way of Liquid.
Oh, and every aggressive move is actually hurting them, it feels like.
They gotta stop, you know.
They gotta chill.
He's gonna be screaming at them. He's like, guys, can we calm down, please?
I mean, he is getting free farm, but it feels like he would be getting this free farm anyway. They're trying to go for plays, but I think Gaming's just prepared for it. Nisha. Whittling down this tower.
He's actually
almost
got
got
the
it.
space to get this tier 1 tower very low, I guess.
Yeah, pretty
with,
good.
with the way attention was drawn towards the top, so
Nisha finds Tofu.
maybe you can do something about this as well. Celery's here to back up Tofu, but of course no Static Storm.
Nisha could be in trouble. Night. Oh, doesn't get the slight dodge.
He's got the remnant ready.
Bomb.
And still though, the wall is down upon him. He is going to have to jump away. Time is being bought for the rest of Liquid to turn up, and they'll find Celery on the retreat. Mickey able to take him down.
Some auto attacks. Good kill there for Mickey.
Yeah, Mickey's happy with that. He's like, yeah, there you go, guys. You know, bring the fight to
And the
us.
spiders, look at this.
This is great.
They sneak it. So Zai, sneaky little spiders. He's pushing bottom, and he ends up finishing out that mid tower from the consistent poke that Nisha was actually doing onto it there.
And okay, we're going to go for the BKB Nullifier. As,
Nullifier?
The lockdown item of choice. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. I mean, versus Taser, it'll be great, and versus like the Surge and everything like that, I think that's the majority of the times that you do see it. But,
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's reasons why you would have maybe preferred it to have been the Hex that you say we're seeing from some other brews with this BK build than the Nullify this game? Like arguments for both?
Arguments for both. I think he also recognizes that, you know, Gaming is a team that usually, actually I was clicking around, they don't actually have a Pavis. Usually they have a Pavis on somebody. They usually just build a lot of these like glimmers and auras and stuff like that, so maybe just wants this extra dispel. Insania.
He's just going in looking for Insania. We'll get held back by the chains, but the vision's there for the glimpse back. Insania, he'll throw out the chain frost. They'll go for the lasso onto Ace. Ace is still able to pop the mech. He will die.
Good Omni.
Hit the two of them. They get Ace and Tofu. They won't get Quinn though. It's Quinn. Perfectly fine.
Here
He's got
comes
the
Zai.
Space Rune as well, running around.
They should be able to get Celery also. This time it's Gaming.
They do.
They
That's
get
a
caught
good
off.
strike back from Liquid. able to take the fight on their own half of the map, with it being Gaimin Gladiators this time to be the ones to go looking for action.
And kill bounty is very important. Jug gets at least one of them there. He gets Tofu, and he gets a little bit of that assist gold as well too.
Yeah, Mikke's keeping it cool. He's got the Sanjin Yash done now over the Battle Fury, so feeling pretty strong now. Here, 18 minutes in on the Jug.
Interesting. I'm always intrigued to see like when they lately when they do go for like S and Y and stuff, because he is playing versus Disruptor, so some of the times you do see like the mantas just for the plays to push yourself out of these kinetics and stuff like that, because the status is just doesn't do anything versus static. So I guess he just wants the raw stats and everything from it.
Celery's going to try for the setup, and he's going to find it here. Very nicely done. Celery coming out for the trees with the Glimmer Cape. Do they have enough damage to kill Nisha in time before it ends?
He dodges.
He's out.
The attacks are coming.
Tofu.
He's on him.
He was waiting. He was ready. Tofu cleans up the job.
I think the attack might have been was still following him from Duracho, but either way, Tofu, he's there.
I mean, that definitely extra damage done there when you jump out with the remnants and there's a techies waiting.
He'll take that.
Yeah.
So thank you for the XP, my team. I'm level 11 on techies now, soon 12.
And yeah, very nicely set up there from Celery. I think it might just have got that Glimmer Cape complete and was able to kind of come out from the tree line and open up with a static kinetic.
Yeah, and
really caught him by surprise.
We're seeing the skill build of his really paying off. 0 in Thunderstrike.
And indeed, not surprised. Yeah. That's pretty horrific. Yeah, Nisha will be having nightmares about that one.
Chain Frost. Trying to push Duracio away here. They bounced too successfully though. They're boarding in on the spiders.
See if Nisha can get any sort of clean up kills. The wall's going to be dropped down in the midst of it. They're looking at Duracio. Duracio still got the Manta and the Sunder. Okay, puts the blade through. Duracio can get a target. He turns towards Nisha. Takes Nisha's health. Zai fighting onwards with the BKB.
Duracio still.
Terrorblade. They're pulling him out with the fear. Duracio's getting busted.
He's alive.
Duracio, he's going to live. The team, they're able to bail him out. Duracio splits out to the side of the fight. They've lost Boxy here on the side of Liquid. They find Duracio again in the tree.
He's still fine.
Maybe with the second round of Blade Fury, they can finish it. They can. They'll finally be able to take Duracio down. Zai lies stealing up on towards Quinn. They get the Static Storm down. It's going to trap, in fact, the three of them.
What a storm.
Quinn, he's able to take down Zai and Nisha. They will pull back at that Chakram as Celery helps to turn the fight in favor of Gaimin Gladiators. They get the glimpse back onto Mikke. Blade Fury back up, I think, for the third time. This fight will allow Mikke to escape.
Quinn wants blood.
He's chasing. He's surged up. He's running down the Jug. The healing one's going to be there from Mikke. He's got to consider how he's going to play his way out of this one. Frost Shield's thrown down onto him. Kinetic Field again. Celery, more control as they set up to take out the Lich. And Mikke's kind of standing his ground. They still feels pretty beefy, of course, with this Sanjin Yasha on top of the Battle Fury, but he won't be able to get back in on the fight. Gaimin Gladiators, they come out on top. So, some excellent stuff there from Celery, I think, sort of between his Glimmer play, keeping Duracho alive for as long as he did. And once again, these sort of catches with the Static Storms, the Kinetic Fields, and that glimpse towards the end as well. You're seeing why they were happy to bring the Disruptor in on this game.
Absolutely. I mean, Celery, I cannot believe how long Duracho survived. They committed onto him so long. And Liquid, they're trying to take advantage of the fact that Static Storm was down. The fight lasts so long, it comes back up toward the end of it, and I don't think he could have gotten a better one. All three cores getting caught inside of it. Celery needs to die earlier in these fights.
Yeah, and Quinn is of course, he is completely popping off the back of how much his team sent up from, such as Celery was in that last fight. You know, still yet to die, 8-0-3 as level 17, and very close to being able to get his own Hex.
And definitely feeling all the power of these auras, right? That's why they wanted this Darkseer. You're seeing this mech, this pipe, this soon Greaves going to be done. Their Liquid, it's like the damage, it was starting to kind of run out there toward the end of it. Gaimin able to sustain with it, with this tanky Timbersaw, with this Terrorblade, who had quite a bit of gold saved up also. Duracho, he has 4,200 gold. So for the next fight, he could just have that Butterfly finished up.
It's true, he's going to have quite the power spike.
See if he commits for the Butter, if he goes for a more tanky route. He's going to commit to the Butter.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he feels they're not going to have any sort of true strike anytime soon.
Liquid, set up around the Roche area here. You can potentially get maybe a pick off and then try to go for it.
At the moment, they're not too sure of where Duracho is, so maybe assuming that he's farming this bottom area, but...
Zai is sending his spiders all over the place to try to get some scout information, but...
Try and find some of these cores. Gaimin Gladiators on the other side, up their half of the map.
Gaming have Greaves now on Ace, plus that pipe. He just finished the Greaves. They have 4 Staff and Glimmers on the double supports. Quinn, Suna, Hex. Liquid, they're going to start it.
Well, it looks like they should get it.
Be able to get it, looks
Gaimin Gladiators is going to be heading over soon enough. They'll smoke up now around the mid. Yeah, this Roche is going down far too quickly, so Liquid finding a nice little opening.
Yeah, very nice call.
So the question is if Gaimin Gladiators want to still take the fight despite Liquid having the Aegis, which they may do so.
If they see people split up, Nisha shows top, but he has a Remnant bottom.
So they can start things with Duracho. He's looking to be the one to lead in first.
He's under vision. They did see him there for a second.
We have to spot Mickey out to the side.
Full butterfly just being delivered.
Nisha's rejoined the team. Hex is done on Quinn.
This Hex might catch them off guard. Liquid has to be careful how they position themselves here. Okay, HP.
He's got his Nullify complete, Mickey.
They've got both, right?
Yes. Double Nullify ready for the next fight on Liquid.
Right, that could be nice.
Okay.
Versus the Glimmers and stuff. Like, if in that situation, right, in that last fight, if they get these Nullifiers, if they had them versus the Glimmers, Duracho might die way sooner.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, Tofu and Celery have been doing a lot to get their cores out.
These two supports, yeah, they're pretty farmed. And they're more, it's always the same thing for gaming, is they're more about the true support kind of itemization. Is a Bat Rider on Liquid, so you kind of have to itemize for yourself when you're playing this hero. Gaming. Looking to catch somebody here with Quinn, his Hex.
And Liquid's been able to back right off after successfully getting the Roche. They don't end up being in a fight that they don't want to.
And Nick is keeping himself neck and neck with this Terrorblade.
That's good fun. A fantastic time of the space that the team was able to create him after not having the easiest of times in that lane matchup.
Tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Duracho's getting some good pressure here onto the tier 2 bottom.
I mean, Liquid...
They gotta react to... I mean, it's gotta die quick. They're gonna pop Cliff.
Yeah, Nisha's gonna start heading back now.
Boxy's cutting the wave. Okay. I was like, what are they gonna... They can't just let him do this. They'll cut the wave. They're gonna start pressuring top as well with Mickey.
He's going to put the meta to continue to try and take this down before the backdoor protection kicks back in, and he'll get it in time.
Yep.
Despite the creeps being cut, the objective's
Nisha.
It's taken. They get the Hex.
He's safe.
Yeah, they're not going to try for any further follow-up. Nisha up on the high ground.
Perhaps if he didn't have the shield rune, they could attempt for it there, but either way, it's a tough one to go for. Yeah, Nisha, as we said, no more funny business.
They can take
second item BKB.
Take their Tormentor though.
Yeah.
As a Celery, Ace, and Tofu, they'll be able to find it.
Who gets it? It's Celery. Okay, not the best one, but by no means. I've actually started to like this one a little bit more when you're playing versus these annoying like broods and stuff like that. You can actually just scout them pretty decently with this Thunderstrike. Long cast range. Win. Around mid here with Ace. What was Liquid gathering? They'll rallied around this Aegis 2.5 more minutes.
Yeah. Interested to see as well if Mickey commits for his next item pickup. He has got the Ags queued, but wonder if he'll consider the MKB instead due to this butterfly. At the moment, Zai, he was
thinking
about it, whether he can continue to go to build for himself as much as he was, as he did have the MKB queued up for himself on the Brood, but he's now changed it to the Lincoln Sphere. Which does mean that this is going to be neither of those cores considering.
They're talking. I think they're talking about it right now because Mickey. I think he's shuffled between 4 different items in the last like 2 minutes that I've been checking. BKBs, yeah, they're really considering what's going to be the most opportune thing for them to look for the next big fight.
Yeah, because if they don't have the True Strap, once Duracho has the Satanic,
it's going to be
butterfly,
a problem.
I don't see Liquid having enough magical damage to threaten this terribly. Duracho's going to be able to Sunder. He's going to be able to Satanic and active Lifesteal.
Getting some push going here. Still trying to use this Aegis as long as possible, 90 seconds on it.
Yeah, they'll TP back. But yeah, very interested to see what Mickey and Zai do settle on as their next items. They're considering a lot of different things. Mickey even queuing up the BKB due to the catch of Celery's Static Storms.
Duracho, a bit deep here. You're going to spot him. Nah, they're not going to see the hero, but they're actually potentially catching him. Look at Boxy and Nisha.
Around from Boxy and Nisha.
This could be a massive kill. They're probably like, is this real? Oh my god, it is.
They were sort of questioning that themselves, and maybe questioning a bit too much. Yeah, now they'll start to turn back in on this with Nisha getting the chains off.
He's in trouble.
He's completely on his own.
He's literally fighting everyone.
I mean, he kind of nearly brought down Boxy with him. Chain Frost, he takes Chain Frost, an Omni Slash, a Lasso. It does the job. They do kill him.
I mean, that's the Duracho death, though. That's the one a game that he gets.
And that's always part of the winning formula.
It's true.
That's the real concern there for Liquid. They're like, all right, okay, we just killed Duracho in a bit of an awkward spot. What happens next? Well, considering the track record, we probably lose. So we'll see if anything different happens this time. But yeah, I think you were right. You could definitely see at the start the Liquid were like, oh, hang on.
Wait, what? This is real. Because Boxy hesitated for a second there.
He was sort of walking away. He's like, Nisha, what are you doing? He's like, oh, you got the real dude.
A big kill, though. They're going to get tier 2 bottom. So that's actually really, really nice for Liquid. And Mickey, he has committed for the BKB. So going the safer route rather than going for damage. So
all right, BKB and then queuing back up for the Ags.
We definitely saw the, bit of a difficulty to bring down this Terrorblade. There's 4 heroes hitting him. And he almost killed
3 ultimates.
He almost killed somebody.
He did, yeah. Boxy was looking to stay alive.
Yep.
And that was without him having this next big item finished. He's very, very close to. Just needs the sword for the Satanic.
Blink Dagger done on Ace. Aegis has timed out. Gaming, see if they look to strike with that timing here. I think it's when Dyrachyo probably has the Satanic that they might look for an engagement. How many Wisdom Runes has actually Dyrachyo gotten? I think he's gotten... I know at least 2, but I feel like he maybe have gotten even a 3rd one. He's been grabbing most of them this game since he's playing on the left Ancients.
I mean, regardless, Mickey, he's the one that's easily 2.5 levels ahead.
Above. He's got the talent.
Super high level Jug.
Yep, he's got the Blade Dance talent now.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be very important for standing his ground against the Terrorblade in the middle of the fight. If he's able to get those Blade Dance lifesteal procs.
Even versus the Timber Saw in some situations too, if he's able to just stand there and auto-attack, it would make the difference. Quinn is just still super farmed though. Continued to be neck and neck with a Timber and a Jug. He's still getting his absurd scaling. He's got the 20 talent too. This talent is crazy. I don't know why this talent's actually on Timber Saw. 20% magic. Why? Like, why is this there?
He's very, very close to having the Shiva's God on top of that. Was just at 800 gold away.
And then they're probably... I was checking to see if anyone's going for like any Lotus Orbs or anything like that, because it is a pretty value game versus the Bat, versus the Jug and everything, if they do want to go down that route. But
yeah, I mean, Celery's got to build for himself, right? You're
going
to Disruptor, you go the Aghanims.
You have Darkseer on your team. If you have Darkseer, it's like a like 5x more that you want to go for it.
And how far is he in on those? He's got the goal to be about halfway through his Aghanims right now.
Playing around the Power Rune here, Dyrachyo camping it. I didn't see which one is the next one that can come up. It's an illusion.
It's an illusion.
Never the worst one by any means.
I mean, it's definitely going to make Quinn that little bit harder to catch and kill.
They got the Hex, Mickey.
They got the opening hat, they got the burst, they get the vacuum back into the wall, but still Mickey's able to put the blade through his step back, the right.
Oh my god.
The Terrorblade nearly bring him down, but the healing wall's there as well as the Frost Shield. Mickey will live.
He's kind of lucky to get out. Glimpse.
They want to go back in on this. They smoke up here, Liquid, and maybe see if they can get some sort of way back into the fight. Zai has to put the BKB there rather early to avoid getting caught.
Limbs caught him. That was a glyph. That's not the tier 2 glyph, just an FYI. That's the tier 3 glyph that they ended up using trying to hold this tier 2 here.
See if Gaimin Gladiators can push for more then. Maybe illusion out to Nisha. We'll be able to get the glimpse back into the Hex.
He's got the Remnant.
See if Mickey can do anything here. No, he's having to run. I mean, he has got Omni Slash. They're still kind of hovering in a way that they want to get back in because Boxy has the lasso. Here comes the Omni Slash. It's going to do decent bounces. Oh, Dyrachyo! Oh my goodness, is he going to get away with that?
He's going down! What? I mean, he really wanted to save him, I guess.
He really wanted to save Celery. I mean, Celery's been having a great game. I mean, bless him. He just didn't want to see his mate die.
I mean, he wanted to do the Satanic play, but they just got on top of him.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, dead on Gaimin Gladiators.
A smart hit from Liquid. Patience, waiting for the meta to kind of just deteriorate down, ults being expended, and then they hit, and it's a hard one. They don't get Quinn, but they get Dyrachyo. Yet again, he's 1-4.
I mean, that was a high-risk, low-reward play there from Dyrachyo, it felt like. Either way, the fight probably not going to go too great, but he's setting himself as low as he did, taking a few bounces from the Chain Frost at the same time, just in an effort to save Celery. And I don't know if you want to save. He's already used the...
He already used everything.
This Disruptor's useless. Just let him die.
That was... I mean, that was a bit of a blunder. Look, I mean,
done his ult,
you could watch in the fight too, Quinn is sitting on the sidelines and he's like, what the hell is going on?
This game's getting crazy and definitely in a way that's favoring Liquid. Then up to a 5k lead. Mickey continues to get bigger than ever. He will have his Ags for the next fight.
That's
got off that one.
Absolutely massive. A DD rune now spawning around bottom too for the next team fight. They could have that with this Ags on the Jug. And Brochef, 90 seconds already set up around it. Huge opening here for Liquid. Just going to continue to play around the bottom side. Yeah, 1 minute till that, and they're just going to stick around here in this area. Boxy potentially been looking for an opportunity with the lasso. Omni slashed up in 20, and Ags is coming now for Mickey too. Gaming set up in the area. They might get caught off guard with the vision. They're bringing the squad. They want to fight again. They've got their meta available.
This is all being seen by Gaimin Gladiators.
Well, vacuum!
There's going to be the vacuum onto the 3 in the middle of the wall. BKB is out. They'll try and jump over towards Toba, but Toba's able to get back to safety. Immediate buyback comes in from Boxy. Nisha steps in with the BKB, but has to back away from being close towards Dyrachyo. Dyrachyo with the Metamorphosis, punching hard back at the 2 of them. The Chain Frost gets thrown out, but Quinn Timber chains in, takes down Insania.
Liquid's got to run, and this is going to be around Roche soon. Nisha,
he's hiding.
They see him.
But indeed, they've found him. He's out of Remnant. He's got nowhere else to jump. He's going to try for the slight TP. It was a good effort, but not enough units for him to continue to be slighting around to buy time for that TP to go off. As Nisha, he'll die. He's out for 70.
And that's the Roche. It's going to be up in 15 seconds. Gaming hit perfectly there. I mean, they catch
this
with a 3-man vacuum.
all just under the ward, right?
Yep.
Liquid, they're up on the cliff. They just didn't check for it. It had full vision of them. Gaimin Gladiators, they knew exactly what was coming.
I mean, they also just deleted somebody, right? Boxy died. I didn't even see his HP pool drop. He just died instantly. Quinn just got the full burst on him. And that's going to set them up now for this rush.
Yeah, they're going to see it in a second.
Yep.
And
They can
indeed,
kill it fast.
perfect position to go for it. Duracho, he'll head back over to help out.
Back and forth we go. An opening there from Liquid from before, and Gaming saying, no. We got our ults now in this fight. They get the big connection, and besides just getting a Roche now, Celery, Aghanim is about to be done. The Wombo combo gets scarier and scarier.
Get that Philosopher's Stone back in. That extra little bit of gold.
He wants the right-click damage for the Roche.
Yeah, he wants to contribute. Right click, look what that.
Because Philly removes your damage.
Oh yeah, because I was like, Ogre still type him. That's not gonna do damage. No.
Liquid, they're looking to strike, I guess because everything's on cooldown.
I wants to go.
Static Storm's up.
He's going to go straight for Celery. Hey, there's the Ogre Seal Totem for Celery. Jumps off the side into the lasso. They get rid of the Disruptor without Disruptor being able to get his ultimate off. Duracho, he's taking pretty much a full Omni-Slash between himself and the Illusions. Getting pretty low hit. 3-man vacuum into the wall. Duracho attempting to heal up with the Satanic. And towards Mickey popping the BKB. He's moved in on towards Ace. They're taking out the Darks here. Double buybacks coming out for Gaimin Gladiators. 2 supports.
They're on Celery again.
He's untouchable. They can't kill Quinn. Celery, this time, able to get the Static Storm off. Nisha with the BKB. Another slide of fist. He's cut down Ace and he's cut down after a second time. The Duracho Quinn still standing strong. In with the slashes. And Duracho, he's got
Big bomb.
second. They still haven't been able to take the Terrorblade down the once. They will.
How is he alive?
He's healing up. He's healing up. Now he's gone. But he's going to be back for a second life, and he does still have Satanic good to pop.
Quinn's got 5 heroes.
I mean, Quinn's got to come back in and help out. He's looking back over towards him, Duracho. He's caught by the fear. Is he able to survive against the 4 of them?
He popped meta,
but he's gone. They've got the damage. Quinn, he tries to bail out of here with the TP, and he'll manage to escape. But
what a fight from Liquid.
Liquid, you see how low some of them got. Zai getting as low as ever in that fight, but they will take it.
I mean, playing around cooldowns, right? They're like, they don't have meta, they don't have Static Storm at the start of the fight. Actually, Static was up, but Zai, he got on top of Celery. They're starting to get the attention onto these supports, and they had all the numbers there. They had all 5 heroes for the entire fight versus Gaming.
I mean, as you said as well, the end of that fight, Metamorphosis being
used the
popped
meta
by Duracho. Sure, he'll be back up in 45, but it's nearly 2 minutes. He's going to be able to offer to the defense with his Metamorphosis. This is a huge window for Liquid to get massive damage done to the base.
This is likely 1 Rex, 1 set.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Really addressing the supports there this time around. Liquid. Great identification of the fights, especially, I mean, Zai, he really just pushed the limits onto getting on top of Celery.
And getting out as low as he was. Able to survive through that.
They all kind of did, right? Boxy only dropped at the very end of everything there.
He's trying to do what he can to push Mickey back, but Mickey's not going to care at all. Able to take the melee racks, TP's out, they'll try and time the glimpse.
Wait a minute. I was wondering, actually, Boxy, it was not actually, I was like, Boxy lived during the fight. He died to mines, actually, going toward the Wisdom Rune, it looks like. Okay. I was wondering, I was like, wait a minute, Boxy was alive. What did I miss?
Oh, Liquid, 12k lead now. Melee rack's gone. Setting themselves up to be in a great spot here in this game 1.
If they fight around the cooldowns like that, they're definitely in a good positioning here. Just have to watch out when everything is up, when meta is up, when Static Storm. But if they get the jump, if they find these pesky backline supports, you can see how much success they can have. And Sania is actually getting quite farmed now too. He's just been kind of chilling. Somehow he hasn't died as much.
What's he going to treat himself to? He's going to go for the Wind Waker.
Ooh, I mean, that is cool. That's the way to save versus the Ag Static Storm. He switched it to the Ag, so I was going to say that's one of the few ways that you can actually kind of protect.
I mean, Ags is also pretty cool. We don't really see the Ags lit, do we?
No.
I mean, to the point where is he actually going to go for the Ags, or do you think he's going to change it again?
It's a black hole. You know?
I mean,
it is a black
can
hole.
be pretty awesome.
You usually want some type of cast range with it, so I'm clicking around. I'm like, do they have a... It's 37 minutes. Maybe they can get something for him, but...
Okay, and as soon as
no, it is. It's
Insania just dies to the Tormentor. All right, well... Hey, who caused that? That was Zai, I think. Was it? Well, I guess the rest of the team, they just all started hitting it and Insania dies. All right.
That's what you get for getting focused too much on deciding what items you want to buy.
I think you're right, right? That's just a random time that Insania, that Celery put right. I think he's messing with them.
I don't know.
That was early though. I don't know. 34-16. Let's see what it means.
Lich dead. Celery. Aghanims coming out. How many ninja gears? Let's take a look. I'm always checking this item because this is the most broken item of the tournament, it feels like, once you get to these later stages for these initiations, because vision and catch is kind of everything. So Boxy, he's got ninja gear. Got ninja gear on Mickey. I don't believe I saw any just yet on the side of Gaimin Gladiators. Lotus looks like it is done pretty much here on
good with his ancients and such, right?
This is a pretty big item, honestly. If you're able to get some like really nice reflections, get some protection even onto something like Dyrachyo or onto these, these squishy backlines. Let's see what type of fight we get. Will we get the Wombo combo from Gaimin Gladiators? Will we get Liquid getting on top of the supports? We shall see. Ace, he takes the Martyr's plate.
Super tanky, super
he is.
dogs.
And he can redirect quite a bit of damage too to protect his teammates. That's actually cool. Very tough to tell when it gets activated. I'll do my best to be looking at it. But smoke up, level 25 now on Mickey.
Let's go. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. We had a small technical issue, but it's all been fixed now, and it shouldn't happen again. And if it does, it's completely Fog's fault. So be sure to add
Thank you.
Dota. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're back up with the action. 21-21, 15k lead for Liquid. And just as we get back in, Gaimin Gladiators are immediately going to go for a bit of smoke. Smoke actions to see if they can start something off. Just to kind of keep people refreshed. What did we just have Gaimin Gladiators recently pick up that's setting them up to try and look for this move?
Well, they're smoked up because they have the Ags on Celery here. They have no buybacks on the supports. Ace just got Lotus, so they're looking to get a big catch here. Vision is going to be everything.
See if they can get the setup. I mean, Dyrachyo is going to show in the mid, so Liquid, they themselves are going to be aware that this sort of move's going down. Mickey smoked up on the front, and
Arcane Rune top. It's a nice rune.
Arcanum's done on Nisha.
He commits his gold. They have to... I don't think they've gotten tabs on Celery yet. They should be pretty aware that he's very close to that Aghanim's or hasn't done, so...
Yeah, they're going to know.
They're going to know.
I think they're
the spiders are going to scout.
With the fact that Gaimin Gladiators has been off the map, or at least they're only showing as they're showing, Liquid's going to know that Gaimin Gladiators are looking for that big kind of jump.
Starting to get the lanes pushed out here. Nisha forced in top. Arcane Rune plus Aghanims. This could be pretty massive for this next team fight, but it's all going to be up to if they find Celery.
Which last few times they've done a decent job.
To. I think Zai is doing some master, some master micro brood stuff. We're just scouting with spiders, giving all the information in the world.
I think because he was sort of like 2-2-15 or something, and now it's been the 4 deaths the last few fights as Liquid have found him. They're going to go for this push top. Tier 3 starting to take quite a beating here for the 2 siege creeps. Quinn, quick to deal with that.
Dyrachyo getting the lane shoved in with illusions. Bottom and mid also taking a beating. Liquid, they kind of have to react to this. They'll send Nisha. He's got boots to travel. I was going to say, he doesn't have Remnant down, but he does have Boss if he does want to join in afterwards.
Another attempt here from Gaimin Gladiators. Out the base they go.
Fighters are scouting.
Who can they catch? Who can they jump?
Our buyback's looking. Quinn is 50 gold away from it.
I mean, I think the bigger one that's not available is Nisha's, right?
Yes.
Nisha gets jumped, and they're able to kill him during some sort of static storm that may catch him with his Ag static storm pre-BKB. Nisha could be in trouble.
Positioning is going to be crucial for Celery. Look where he has to stand, because he doesn't have a blink dagger. He has to be like right behind Quinn for the catch.
Towards Zai, they've been able to put the Lincolns. Quinn, he's in with the Shiva's Guard and the Hex. The Force Guy out of the side. Boxy pops the BKB. He's going to try and go over towards Dyrachyo. Now they're looking at the backlines. Jump forward for Nisha. He's been able to find Celery straight over towards the Disrupt. He's got the chains, but Celery's able to get the Glimmer K-pop. Omni Slash is there over towards Ace, but Ace is still alive. And Celery's able to get the Static Storm down.
Storm's on 2.
Nisha, he's also caught in the edge of it as well. Dyrachyo's still fighting fit. The Hex is down on Nisha. He's dead. 3 gone on Liquid.
It took too long. They took way too long to get Celery.
Nisha sort of went all in on it, but I think sort of around the Glimmer Cape and such, they just didn't have the detection to finish him off in time. He gets the ult out, and that Static Storm, it secures them the 2 big ones in particular. Mickey and Nisha gone, and as I mentioned before that fight, Nisha, he spent
his
does
gold.
not have buyback. Dyrachyo and the rest of the remaining survivors on Gaimin Gladiators, they can go straight for the high ground push.
I mean, they're pushing mid and they're pushing bottom. Liquid has to buy back at least on the Lich. They probably are going to have to buy back even on Mickey unless they just want to sacrifice 2 sets here.
I mean, there's Insania's buyback. And of course, throughout this tour, Insania never spent his money.
He didn't.
He was sitting about sort of 3,500, and now he's gone back down to 2.7k. Never spent anything. They got him with a Hex again. I mean, Insania's trying to force him back to the base, but they catch him. They killed the 2 of them. Neither of them with buyback available as well. This is going to be a huge opening for Gaimin Gladiators to take at least 1 set of racks, probably 2, maybe even start to threaten the game as well.
What a fight from Gaming. only one hero was able to get to the back lines to try to go for Celery, and it wasn't enough. And
No.
look how much they might actually just lose everything here.
They might.
Mick is trying to hold his buyback.
Yeah, I mean, as you can see with the money, Zai, he's 170 gold short of his buyback.
I mean, this
Sani, of
could
course,
just be it.
just brought back. The tier 4's exposed. They've got this little bit of time with the glyph.
Oh, Duracho wants to end. He buys a full refresher. He wants his meta back up. He wants to get the push.
He wants to at least get the megas.
At least megas.
Because I don't think they'll be able to quite end unless they can kill these heroes off again, because we're going to see both Mickey and Nisha back in action, so they'll be able to fight with the three of them. It's still going to be a 3 versus 5, so it won't be easy, but there's a little chance that Liquid may be able to push back Gaimin Gladiators once more.
It's megas though already.
It's a lot.
And he doesn't even have to use his meta. 15
They're
seconds
gonna play
is
it
up.
cool.
He has a
They'll
refresher.
back off Gaimin Gladiators.
They got all they needed. Jesus, Quinn.
That was a big push, big play.
He has not died this game. He has been the leader of the charge for his team to protect his buddies. Level 25 was hitting that last fight too, so he is pretty much a carry also on this Timbersaw, as he already has been. And the game's totally broken now for Liquid. They have to get Roche, and they have to have some insane next couple fights. And they have to find Celery, but not only just once now, because the buyback's back for him, so he can just buy back and join the fight too. Things got ever more complicated now for the side of Liquid, just off of one little connection there.
Yeah, and Insani, I believe the Aghanim's dream was dead with this money that he's been losing, so just by the Ether lens.
Oh, that feels bad, right? He had, what, almost 4K gold?
He had about 4K gold.
4K gold, got killed by his team, going for the Tormentor, dies afterwards, has to buy back.
He's lost a lot.
Lose everything, as now it's Roche. This is a full Aghanims too.
And we're actually going to see, I guess, with regards to the fact that Nisha doesn't have buyback, Mickey's like, I'll just go all in as well.
He has to.
So he spends up, buys the MKB, foregoing his availability to buy back in the next fight, because he's now completely out of money.
He has to. They have megas coming in. You have to go all in.
Who are we giving the Ags to here on
Just give it to Duracho. Why not?
Yep.
He's got the double Terror Wave, right? He used meta for the fight, so it's a really, really strong one once you do get this timing.
Can Liquid do anything against these megas? Against this Aegis cheese push that Gaimin Gladiators, they're going to look to end this game with.
Aegis cheese push, Quinn just showing that he is unkillable this game. And I guess I didn't get to really see if... I mean, it's likely the auras and everything, of course, saving Celery in that last kind of fight. I didn't actually get to see if Ace popped like Martyrdom and absorbed anything there too, but it was the Glimmer Cake in particular. This got to have that detection somehow to get into the back lines. I didn't see where Foxy was in that bottom fight initially. Yeah, just levels more difficult here for the side of Team Liquid. Gaimin's just playing the eco game, patiently getting the rest of the farm on the map, waiting for their buybacks. They're close for pretty much all. Duracho's gonna have his 1200 for Quinn. Creeps are coming in. Here come the megas.
Celery can treat itself to a blink as well soon. And one blink Ag Static Storm, that will be the move to close the game. If he can catch one of these big cores of Liquid.
And they have double hex too, so it's like, yeah, he'll be able to get those front. Actually, triple hex, apologies. Ace also having one, so many different forms of catch. Liquid only has the two force deaths till he's disengaged in the initial go, but harder versus the blink if Celery does get it.
Liquid trying to leave the base, Boxy. See if we can maybe find Tofu farming the neutral camps, but...
Bombs. They scout him. And Quinn, he's got a shield route. He wants to run in.
He can just go straight in if he wants to. I mean, there's nothing that's going to threaten Quinn right now. Unkillable right until the end, it seems. Let's see what they can make of this.
It's so tense here.
The creeps are building up.
Mickey knows he can't show. He has to stay under Ninja Gear, because they could just jump him and full kill him. Blink now picked up for Celery.
Yep. Him and Ace can end it if they get the correct jump. And Ace is going to start things. He's able to get in there, get the opening hex on Anisha. Anisha needs help. Have they got any way to bail him out of this? They don't.
The Terror Wave.
He's gone. Boxy will come in with a BKB lasso on a Celery. They desperately want to kill this Disruptor. They've got the follow-up hex this time, so they will manage to stop the Ag Static Storm, but there's the buyback. Celery's going to look to rejoin the team. Nisha, he'll buy back as well. They're trying to stand their ground against Duracho. Duracho getting pretty low. He's able to sunder Ace. Gets his health back up to pretty much full. Turns to take down Zai. Zai's out without buyback. Remnant 4 for Nisha. He'll attempt to burst Ace.
Standing ground.
He's back up to full HP. Nisha cannot kill off off the Dark Seer. Mikkei's got a Blade Fury back to base. Anisha, he'll have
What a
to
glimpse.
waste as well. Mikkei, he's going to get dragged back underneath Duracho. He's out. No buyback on him. Hex on Tanisha. Gaimin Gladiators with the full cleanup as the Ag Static Storm locks down the Ember. GG is called. Gaimin Gladiators will take this game one.
Really bad
They
lane
just-
stage to come back into the game, but unfortunately in the end, all it takes is one good team fight in Dota to turn a game.